raise your hand if you love cookies. Yeah, I love cookies too. And Girl Scout cookie season is my favorite time of year, or at least it was until yesterday. But how happy I am to have learned that, and how inspired I am to have met these two amazing young women. They're so articulate, they're so inspiring, and their work is so amazing. They believe that good cookies should not mean the extinction of an amazing species and, the rape of our natural world. So let's give them a round of applause and welcome them up here. Take a stand, everybody, come take my hand, we'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather.
Thank you. Our story really did not begin with this project, but began with our friendship. Maddie and I met on our 6th grade basketball team, and when it came to skill, we were on two really different ends of the spectrum. Maddie was the starting point guard, the leading scorer, and I was your average bench warmer who probably played about 3 minutes all season. But we bonded through halftime discussions, sprinting drills, and locker room conversations. Regardless of whether or not we lost the game, we had fun, we laughed, and we cheered for each other. After losses, it was about learning from our mistakes, picking ourselves up, and being determined to do better next time. It is this strategy and our friendship that has allowed Project Rings to grow from a Girl Scout Bronze Award to changing the policy of a 99-year-old organization.
When Rhiannon and I made the commitment to earn our Girl Scout Bronze Award, we looked to our hero, Dr. Jane Goodall, for inspiration. She was the underdog. She was expected to fail because she had no scientific background. But she had passion, and her passion and dedication allowed her to succeed. We found the orangutan after Googling endangered species during one of our countless sleepovers. One night, we came across the horrific images of dead orangutans who had fallen victim to the palm oil industry in order to produce our shampoos, candy bars, and we later learned Girl Scout cookies. Both of us sat there with tears in our eyes as we realized the full gravity of the situation.
As 11-year-olds, we decided that if no one else was going to fight for the orangutans, who have no voice to speak up for their own survival, then we would. As this project has developed, we've realized that it's no longer enough to save a single species, but we need to protect an entire rainforest ecosystem and its indigenous people.
And although we aren't experts or scientists, but we have a role to play, and that is that we need to make palm oil an everyday concern when customers walk into a grocery store. As consumers, we need to evaluate the way we are exhausting our planet's resources, because if we don't consider the impacts our decisions are having on local and global communities, it is easy to ignore the destruction that occurs.
We could not be where we are today without the support of the following people. Thank you to our parents for the unconditional support they have provided us with, and to our brothers for not complaining too much, as their favorite products disappeared from our kitchens because they contain palm oil. We would also like to recognize our remarkable mentor, David Rosenstein, and thank Glenn Hurwitz for sharing his expertise.
To Dr. Jane Goodall, on behalf of all young people, thank you for empowering youth. And thank you for being the first leader in the environmental movement to recognize our potential. Last night, when we were writing our speech until 2 o'clock in the morning, not last minute or anything, I sat down and was thinking about why she's my hero. And she's my hero. She's had incredible discoveries, but more importantly, back in 2007, when Rhiannon and I were starting this project, we were just little 7th graders, we were so passionate, we met her at a Roots and Shoots conference. And she took an extra few minutes of her time to listen to our story, when no one else would, really. And she wore a wristband that we had designed in support of our project, and she signed our petition to remove palm oil from Girl Scout cookies. So it's that selflessness, it's that genuineness that I really look up to her, and I would like to thank her for supporting us from the very beginning. We would also like to send our sincerest thanks to the Earth Island Institute and the Brower family. We've had an incredible week, and thank you so much for supporting our project. We also wanted to thank Anisha and Ruth for all of the laughs and just an absolutely incredible week. You have really made this week so much fun. It wasn't all about, connecting and networking. It was about becoming a family, which was so appreciated.
We would like to conclude what has been an amazing evening with these few final thoughts. Most people would view our age as a disadvantage when trying to enact change, and in some ways it is. But because we are youth, we have the luxury of imagining a vision that appears irrational, and we can dream in a way that is not limited by an adult's perspective. We would like to challenge other youth to consider and embrace their passions and the power they have to advocate for change.
Corporations and nonprofits have a responsibility to their consumers and their constituents to be socially and environmentally responsible. As youth, we must call out these corporations who are not engaging in sustainable practices because they are compromising our future and the future of our planet. One day, our generation will take up these leadership positions, and we hope that tomorrow's youth will continue to remind us to do what is right. Thank you very much.